Spoilers for Xcom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dex, not a real doctor. This is not an April Fool's joke. I'm actually doing another theory video. I've been secretly teasing it in my new banner graphic. It's the Xcom Enemy Within Reveal Theory. Roll the intro.
Hello, Commanders.
Before we get into the video, leaving a like at any point would really help the channel grow. Thanks, love ya. Alright, long story short, the Xcom franchise got rebooted by Firaxis back in 2012. With their strong tactical gameplay that blended perfectly with the base management system, their first game, Xcom Enemy Unknown, single-handedly revived an entire genre of gaming. What you might have missed though, between two games, some standalone expansions, and a spin-off, is that there's a subtle storyline connecting the different installments. Today I'm peeling back the big secret behind Xcom Enemy Within, the first standalone expansion, because while it's easy to write this game off as a non-canonical bonus round to spice up the vanilla game, I'm here to prove that Xcom Enemy Within is actually a full-blown story-based sequel to the first game. The proof is in the pudding, or meld in our case, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Ever wonder how we kicked the aliens off our planet in Enemy Unknown, only for them to suddenly take over the world in XCOM 2? Well, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, because I'm afraid it's all our fault. Let me take you back to where it all began, XCOM Enemy Unknown. The world gets invaded by an alien force and humanity puts aside their differences to form XCOM. All the governments banded together and decided there was only one person who could save us all. Sadly, Keanu Reeves was getting ready for the first John Wick movie at the time and politely declined. But because he's such a nice guy, he recommended you for the job. Yes, you, looking at the screen, have been elected to lead humanity against the invaders. No pressure. You are the commander now, supported by a team of specialists that wouldn't make a sandwich without your explicit authorization. If you're a bossy person, XCOM is the game for you. You get to micromanage everything from the dress code to the soldier's name, appearance, and gender. Oh, and you're also in charge of where to go and who to shoot, I guess. Aside from that, you just have to make sure the countries making up XCOM don't leave the council. Again, no pressure. As we kick the aliens off our planet and repurpose their technology to improve our own, a pattern starts to emerge. The aliens start sending in stronger and more advanced units, starting out with little gray aliens called sectoids and building up to hulking berserkers. Eventually, you encounter aliens with psychic abilities, such as mind control, which you can totally capture to develop your own psychic super soldier program, because this game is awesome. Funny story, in my very first playthrough, I was based in Germany, and I started to develop my very own psychic super soldiers as soon as it came up. But by pooling all of XCOM's resources into my pet project, I kinda let the aliens run wild. Other countries started to give Germany some funny looks and left the XCOM initiative, and to be fair, Germany developing psychic super soldiers amidst an alien invasion is pretty sus. It's not a good look, let's be honest. But, plot twist, when I kicked the mothership's door down with my psychic Ubermensch, the alien elders running the show were like, "Nice, you actually did it!" Yeah, and I'm gonna kick your... wait, what? So, yeah, the whole invasion was basically a test to see if humanity was force sensitive. All the enemies we faced up to this point were our predecessors. They too were once invaded, but didn't show the same aptitude for psionics we did. Having failed, they were assimilated and converted into shock troops for the next invasion. To what end, we don't know, but one thing is clear, they are beyond desperate. As you reach the Elder's throne room, they tell you that killing them would be a huge mistake. After all they did though, we can't just sit down for biscuits and tea, so we kill the Elder Council. The mothership goes haywire, threatening to implode and taking most of our planet with it. Then your main psychic soldier sacrifices himself by containing the implosion with their awesome powers. The day is saved, and Germany can be really smug to everyone who backed out of the XCOM project. Well, I guess we can call it even now, right? Apologies to any Germans watching. Entschuldigung. All ends well, Chewie gets his medal, and everything goes back to normal. Or does it? Because XCOM 2 takes place years after the first invasion, and we're in bad shape. The Elders have taken over the planet with humanity firmly under their boot heel in blissful ignorance. XCOM is forced underground, and you are kept in stasis. I thought we won, so what the hell happened here? XCOM Enemy Within happened. Yes, what many believe is just an expansion to Enemy Unknown is actually a proper story sequel. If you ever wondered which one is canon between EU and EW, I'm here to tell you they both are. Enemy Within is more or less the first invasion again, but with some very significant changes. The first being Meld, a mysterious substance that combined human and alien DNA. It also fuses organic with mechanical tissue. This allows for hybrid soldiers and giant mechs. Like Mecha Angela Merkel here. The aliens seem to be hauling the stuff around and using it to make sectoid mechs, but you can steal it to create some really powerful units. Like this one time where I accidentally ended up creating the Daleks more or less. This time you're not just fighting the aliens though, because there's another enemy among us. An enemy within, if you will. A dangerous group called Exalt. These people use alien tech to disrupt XCOM operations across the globe. You are tasked with infiltrating their ranks, finding their headquarters, and destroying them once and for all. We never get a clear sense of what Exalt is up to, but they just appear as monsters, more or less. Whenever you try to capture them for interrogation, they immediately off themselves. Hardcore. Now, maybe I've just been playing too much Among Us, but all of this sounds very sus. So I've had this theory for years, but after playing XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, it is all but confirmed. The titular enemy within never was Exalt. The enemy within is you. How is that even possible? That sounds like clickbait BS. But like I said, the proof is in the pudding. So let's look at Meld. What do we see in XCOM 2? Human-alien hybrids and giant bioorganic mechs. Everything from the humanoid sectoids to mechanized troopers are based on tech we developed in XCOM Enemy Within. XCOM 2 even tells us what Meld actually is, and you're not gonna like this. We visit an alien black site where humans are taken and converted into a liquid substance. Upon analyzing the black site goo, it shows properties identical to Meld. Yes, I'm afraid Meld is people, folks. Okay, so that explains the leap in technology, but how did the aliens overthrow XCOM so thoroughly? Again, this is our fault for playing Enemy Within. The whole game has you hooked up to the alien psionic network. You may think you are reliving your glory days of repelling the first invasion, but that is the trap. In reality, you are helping the aliens advance their technology and wiping your old friends off the map. Exalt aren't just mindless savages, these are the remnants of XCOM trying to stay afloat in a losing battle, though they appear to you in a similar fashion as rebels are depicted in XCOM 2's alien propaganda posters. Bloodthirsty monsters trying to halt the progress of humanity. It's how the aliens view XCOM. Then rewatching the trailer for this video, I noticed something odd. The trailer makes it very clear that hunting down Exalt is your main priority. They're also trying to make it very explicit that Exalt is the enemy within. But now we know that's just a diversion. They're a red herring. A real enemy within is the commander. In the end, you pinpoint their headquarters, which looks eerily similar to ours, and destroy it for good. You are responsible for destroying XCOM. This is why you were hooked up to the alien network at the start of XCOM 2. This is the aliens' best move. Removing you not only leaves XCOM leaderless and vulnerable, but by tapping into your mind, they would know everything about their tactics and operations. Combined with your voluntary tactical input by playing the game, humanity never stood a chance. How did they get to you, though? I thought we won the first battle, but annoyingly enough, I have an answer for that too. Enemy Within has a unique mission not featured in Enemy Unknown. A direct assault on the XCOM headquarters. Out of nowhere, one of your crewmates gets compromised like a sleeper agent. Even Central Officer Bradford pulls a gun, and the base gets assaulted as you desperately fend the aliens off. The aliens are not pulling any punches either, but after fighting them off, they just kinda stop. I believe this attack on Xcom HQ was to point the aliens captured and assimilated you. What we play in Enemy Within is just a recreation of the aliens' most successful operation. It also explains why Xcom needed to find a new base of operations that you wouldn't know of. Since it didn't happen in Enemy Unknown, I believe this takes place right after you destroy the mothership. Just when we thought the day was saved, they hit Xcom at the heart to rob them of their most valuable asset, the commander, who is, without a doubt, the true Enemy Within. I guess you can make it up to everyone by saving the world again? Still, no pressure. Like I said, War of the Chosen downright confirms this theory by showing us flashbacks to these very events. Xcom 2 actually confirms a lot of these theories and still holds a lot of secrets of its own. I kinda love that a game about aliens dabbles in conspiracy theories. Seems like a perfect fit. If you want me to delve deeper into the Xcom story, there is still much left untold. That's all the time we have for today though. I hope you enjoyed this return to form. I'm still doing weekly gaming shorts if you enjoy those. Leaving a like and a comment really helps the channel grow. Also subscribe and ring the bell for more content like this. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Take care.